Hey,
What up, bro? I got a fucking question for you. Sorry if I cursed a lot. I
nah,
just cursed a lot.
you good, my nigga. Shit, run that shit up, boy. We ain't on no PG-13, PG shit. Don't nobody give a fuck over here. You go run
Yeah,
that shit up.
okay, good. So fucking this is something that I'm trying to figure out for myself as far as me realize it's a fucking contradiction, right? My contradiction is coming from let's say I want the best for humanity, right? And at the same time, while dealing with humanity, I'm realizing how, to say, for instance, communication can be misconstrued, right? Now, in you realizing all of this stuff, you're adjusting yourself to humanity, right? Now, in you realizing you're adjusting yourself to humanity, no matter how much you try, humanity is not changing, but it's so embedded in your DNA to care for humanity that it's fucking yourself over. So what would your advice to that person that's now fucking themselves over would be?
The person that's not fucking themselves over, but is now self-aware to the point of the observation of all those that are fucking themselves over.
Right. No, I think for me is I don't know.
Solitude.
I don't fucking know what the fuck to do. For
Solitude.
solitude, I've had too much solitude, so I'm over
You're
solitude
you're
at this
over
point. I'm
solitude.
over
Oh, so
solitude
you're in the moment of finding your tribe.
pretty fucking much, yeah.
Then that is the answer. Seek and ye shall find. This is where it's gonna get shady for you because you most likely already traversed the dark night of the soul. But that doesn't mean that you're not now going to venture back into the dark tunnels that exist because you're now searching for those akin to you, meaning there are other souls that are going to be air likes, twin flames, the soul tribe.
It's
Find
like
your
trying to
tribe.
find a
So for
unicorn.
that to happen, trial and error is now going to occur. And all of the tools that you gained up until this point, through the pain, the letdowns, the people fucking you over that you saw coming but still let it happen because you was like, maybe I'm gonna be wrong this time. All of that was part of the test for you to, in review, in hindsight, know, not believe, but now know which tools work and which ones didn't. You have that ability. So now, yeah, it's going back into the forest to cut down the fern all around you, hoping you cut the grass in time to see the snake to avoid it. Why? Because you already went this way and got bit 3, 4 fucking times. You know where the snake nests are. So to a degree, life is so fucking cyclical. It's gonna seem like deja vu. All this shit's happening again.
Right.
It has to, because then and only then will you be put to the test to see have you learned the lessons you needed to get to your tribe.
Okay. It's kind of like finding a unicorn. It's hard though, but I keep searching.
And search less for the unicorn. And here's the kicker: become the unicorn.
Okay.
The only reason I can speak from personal anecdotal experience, and then I can speak from review of, leaders of history, conquerors of history. A lot of them had to become in real time, not what they said they wanted to be, but just be in real fucking time. So you, as someone at this stage of personal self-development, who I'm assured based on, your energy, the delivery of like that damn near fucking rage at the fact that you can see the ignorance that's chosen by people around you it's maddening. And I feel it because it was maddening for me for fucking years. But now it's at the point where we accept that that's the madness that has to be there for us to, observe ourselves in the state we truly wish to exist in, and then manifest that fucking state, because it's through that fire that all the people around us, it is through that pain point that all these interactions around us that break us, quote unquote, over and over again, that we find the unbreakable state. And then from there, your foundation is laid. Build yourself the fuck up. Whatever version of self that is your golden version of self, it don't need to be spoken out loud. Don't nobody need to fucking know it, because realistically, all they can do in real time is negatively impacted until you built armor and built him strong enough that you can be around these fucking baseline thinkers.
negative leech.
Yeah, the leeches, the parasites, the vampires.
Of me.
Your armor, only you can build. And that armor comes through, you've already went through the pain, you have the materials. Now you got to build, you got the tools. You have to build if you truly want to find the tribe, because they're searching for you the same way you searching for them. But if we all in the fucking darkness, who's the beacon? Who's built themselves up and built their light up bright enough to be the beacon? The only reason I'm talking to you is because I did enough self-work to build my light up to be a beacon. Now we having a conversation as air lights with similar thought patterns, similar needs and similar wants with our personal lives. Why? I don't even know what fucking state you're in. It don't matter. You can be anywhere in the world. It don't matter. There's 8 billion of us. Of course there's those that think like us.
Hey, yo, it's hard to fucking find, man, because for me, I think too much for my own fucking good. And my motto I come up with now is I'm gonna be the change to show the change to make the change happen. Because only fucking I can like start a fucking domino effect. It's like nobody fucking cares to change anything. And it's like so fucking easy.
You have to.
People just fucking selves in societies. Another motherfucker. Fucking society.
Our society's breaking. I don't know if you're up on current events, man. I don't like to get into too much politics, so fuck the politics. I'll just get into the current events. Yep. Our US dollar is fading, so if you're in the United States with me, we fucked.
Yeah.
The best bet for any of us right now, and I will repeat this shit again, build ourselves the fuck up as individuals. We need the education, but only we can go get it. We need to train. Only we can fucking do it. We need to find the people that are the writers for us, the thinkers for us. Everybody ain't a fucking warrior, but we need our thinkers. We need our scientists. And the only way we're going to find them is by doing the work as individuals so that we can find each other. Because it's shit, if and when shit hits the fan, who are we about to rely on? If it's itself first, who the fuck are we about to rely on to save us, quote unquote?
Me.
Me? Thank you. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on. And that's when, and only then, we're going to find our tribe in real time. We'll see the people out there when we're running on the streets. What you doing? Now I'm running my 10 miles. Why? Because I fucking need to. Peace, light, love. King, what's the vibe, tribe?
All love. This is major. This is all love, bro. Like, I've just been hearing you, bro, and like spiritually, bro, I'm just tapped in, bro, and like I'm just seeing how the world is, bro. And like a lot of people don't understand, like, bro, we gotta tap into our God mindset, bro, our God body, bro. You know what I mean? We have a God power inside of us. And I just feel like we just have to just wake up from the which we're in right now, and we just have to tap into our God body, what like in like our frequency. If you understand what I mean, I just feel like everybody's like kind of on this frequency that we're supposed to be on, really, and we just have to keep on seeking that, you know what I mean? It's just like every day I'm just trying to improve.
Yeah,
you know,
yourself is your fucking subconscious down. You can't fucking do it.
There's a natural frequency for balance, right? Just like there's a natural frequency for the chaos that exists in nature within us, around us, in duality. More than anything, as individuals, we just should, if we want to find and create balance in self, become more aware and observative of reality in real time around us. Start observing things not as we wish them to be, but stare at them and put the emotions to the side and accept them as they truly are. Then and only then can we as individuals begin to create change, shape change, and or take what is necessary to make change.
Right.
Wow.
Domino.
So that's it all comes down to you. That's the epiphany that I had. Like in the reality of my life, nobody can do the things I want to do better than me. You know, nobody can outdo you. You can only outdo yourself. You know, and like that's the realization I came to, is that the battle that you're fighting, you're not fighting against the world. You're actually fighting against your inner self, your inner spirit to elevate. And like it took me such a long time. I'm 22 years old, and like, you know,
hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. Any of y'all niggas in the room, you better be clapping in your motherfucking house right now. I don't give a fuck what age and stage you at.
bro, like,
God said,
been,
yo, God said my physical body 22, motherfucker, mind and spirit on 189. Get your shit right out there.
Yo.
My bad for that. Yo, keep that rhetoric going, King. Talk it.
bro, freaking, like, you don't even understand, bro, because it's just like been separated for the tribe. You know what I mean? Like, inadvertently, I've been extra. You know what I mean? Like, just pushed away because of how I've been. My thought process was, and you know, people were telling me like, "Yo, you're too deep," this and that, and I understood like sometimes it could be too much for somebody to take it all in. So that's why I knew I had to separate myself away from the tribe.
Right.
And like now I'm in that separation, and it's just right now I'm just building my just more and more and more and more, and I'm finding people like y'all, thought leaders. That's what I call y'all, leaders. You know what I mean? Y'all who are preaching the truth. You know what I mean? Y'all detest all the evil that's coming out there, and I just love it, bro. You know what I mean? Because like it still shows me that there's light in this world, and you know, still good people, and there's still like that good spirit of us. You know, and I just love it, bro. I really love it. Thank you.
I appreciate you, and I will say one thing. Everything you said,
Yes, sir.
I part of me I concur with, except one thing. You said there's light out there. The world dark, bro. The light ain't out there.
Right?
The light's in here.
I'm naive, bro. Like low key, that's my naive part.
Nah, you
like,
not naive, bro. Nah. Don't denigrate yourself. Don't downplay yourself. Be careful the words you let loose your lips. Know the power of your fucking tongue. You either speak with the tongue of a god or you speak with the tongue of a devil. Know thyself. You ain't fucking naive. You going through the stages of evolution and self-development, perpetual growth.
Wow.
I don't know all. I love when someone gives me knowledge in any moment and changes or allows me to elevate in a moment. I'm like, oh shit. I don't give a fuck who and what I was a second before. Guess what just happened in real time? Evolution. Fuck is we talking about?
Wow.
Hey,
wow.
My out there in the sense that I agree with you that light is in you, right? And I'm shining my light out to what the fuck I want to better my life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's where the beacons come from. That's what I was talking about earlier. We want to find our tribe in real time. This digital realm is, in essence, the crossroads. This digital realm, in essence, is the river Styx. So if anyone knows about the legends of the river Styx, is what direction are we going to go? Am I going to end up in the underworld, or am I going to end up in the land of the gods? And depending on how we lived and if we have the toll to pay the ferryman, depends on if we're going to be brought to the land of the underworld or the land of the gods, if you dig what I'm saying. Us becoming the beacons means that we have to pay the tolls as individuals. I don't know what each individual's toll is. I'm not here to tell any individual what their individual toll may be. In our lifetime, we will fucking know. In those moments where we got to make a choice of, well, am I going to sacrifice this to put in the work to become who I said I'm going to become in real time? Or is this going to become my distraction of choice? Is this girl going to become my distraction of choice? Is this nigga moment, Boondock season 1 through 4, are these nigga moments going to be my distraction of choice? What's going to be my choice?
Wow.
We'll know when our moments arrive to pay the fucking toll. And I so many times was not willing to pay the toll. It put me in prison, and then I ended up paying the toll regardless. I didn't want to pay the toll. I ended up homeless. I paid the toll regardless. No matter what, the toll will be paid.
You will be
now
paid.
It becomes choice yet again. Are you going to pay on your terms or on theirs?
You pay attention. Either way, you gotta pay. So pay your time to attention and sitting back and watching you figure so much fucking shit out to better your life.
Wow. Details. Yep. All that, bro.
Man.
All-Star Dust said, bro, you're exactly where you are supposed to be. We are all exactly where we supposed to be.
I was saying, bro, it's just crazy how the algorithm just brought me to you, and bro, like, is this preaching it? And then, bro, I just saw it, bro. Like, I was like, this is the real deal right here. Thought leader, bro. Another thought leader.
I appreciate you. I appreciate
you there. It shocked me, man, because when I was fucking in Germany, man, I came back and I haven't seen my brother in like 11 years, right? And the first time I started talking to him, the motherfucker called me a preacher. Like, what the fuck do you mean I'm a preacher, right? But it's just like it's just having opinions and can like opinionate your fucking mind in such a way that the other people will fucking understand what you're saying. And there's nothing, you yourself is on that path already. So all these people that you said earlier, said you overthink too much or whatever they said, fuck them. You're doing the right thing,
man. Yeah, man. This is like sometimes it's a lot to take in, you know what I mean? And like the human mind, if they're not really on the same frequency as you, it could alter them and they could just like, you know what I mean, throw them off. And like sometimes you have to be self-aware of that and understand that's why I knew I had to separate myself away from the tribe to build myself up and to make myself a stronger being, because I knew I was growing. And sometimes people, when they see that growth, they're either going to take it and try to burn it away, or, you know, so.
Sheep's intimidated by the leader.
Exactly.
See, here's where it gets wicked too, though. You mentioned the sheep. There are many sheep. And some of us, reality check, were born into tribes. Might not be the tribe we're meant to die with.
Hey.
So when we separate from these tribes, remember, you separated from a tribe.
Wow.
You didn't separate from your tribe.
Wow.
This is your moment to build self.
No.
Like you're at the moment of finding your tribe. You may be at the moment of building self so that you even know how to find your tribe. But realistically, look at the room you're in now. You're in the room of solitude. I'm in a room of solitude. You're in a room of solitude. Wow. But the mind and the conversation that's being shared is of those on the same frequency. We find our tribe in real time when we do the work in real time.
Ashe, man. Ashe.
Ashe.
Man.
I don't know what Ashe means. What's Ashe?
It's like blessings.
It's a
like
blessing. It's all amen. Going back to Kemet.
Kemet, bro. You already know, bro. You already know. See, the thing is, these things have already been found. It's just that now we just have to unlock them for ourselves. So that's what I'm doing.
That's my issue with fucking society, man.
Yeah.
Thinking too fucking much. It's like, how the fuck are we gonna evolve fully in being ourselves, being consistently controlled by the older generation?
Exactly, right.
It's gonna be fucked up to say I cannot wait until the older generation is dead and gone because I can blossom now.
But like,
listen, I was, you know what? I'm not even gonna argue with you. I'm gonna give you that moment, and I'm gonna let my degenerate me agree with you. Cause 10 years ago, I was right fucking there with you, bro. I'm not even gonna argue. But listen, I gotta post a clip again. I was on BT after Freddie Gray got killed, right? If y'all know about the Freddie Gray incident, I was on BT. I'm gonna post a clip again. I just downloaded it off of YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. And I was there with the Crips and the Bloods, and we were talking, and I had the opportunity to speak. And everybody gonna talk about how to resolve it, how to make the changes, how to. And I said something then, and I'm gonna say now because of the realization that I came to about from sitting in prison in the maxes with lifers that was 16 years old, lifers that was 60 years old, niggas that was 90 years old on their way out.
Wow, that's deep.
Lifers, bro.
Wow.
It don't matter what age we at. The experience is that of a human. Remember, it's the human experience. We're all sharing to some degree the human experience, and we're all reflections. Depending on what stage we're at of self-development, when we awaken, there's an anger that comes with it, because we will look at our predecessors and say, how and why the fuck didn't you? That's where we fucked up, bro. That's where we fucked up as individuals, because the gift was ours. We woke up.
It was,
and just because they weren't awake, we now are mad at them, not recognizing and giving them the grace of the fact that they are traumatized, that they are the products of fear and doubt, that they were bred to be broken. And somehow they did enough work and laid out, even in that broken state, enough tools for us to manifest. We are the fruition
Yes,
of
sir.
1,000 years of pain.
Right?
And our predecessors are a part of that.
Yep.
And for those that are still alive, it is on us to
Yes.
find grace. It doesn't mean we have to forgive. It doesn't mean we have to forget. I don't believe in that shit either.
Nah, don't ever
What
forget.
Yeah,
Don't
don't
the
ever
fuck is
forget.
that dumb shit? They try to tell the slaves you gotta forgive and forget that I stole your
No,
child.
you
Fuck
cannot.
that.
You
Fuck
cannot.
off. But
You
what I'm
cannot.
saying is,
In order to fucking pass all this fucking racist shit, man, you just need to accept what happened and stop fucking talking about this shit.
but
Exactly.
our elders,
Yes, sir.
at least those that are willing, and here's where it gets specific, those that are willing to sit with who we consider in our age bracket, who we consider in our generation to be our thought leaders.
How old are you?
We need someone to bridge the gap, and that's what I said on BT.
Wow.
We need an individual to be the liaison that can go between the groups, that can go to each tribe, that can go to all those that have similar goals, but because our language is different, we won't fucking talk.
Fucking
Exactly.
language.
Exactly. What we have to do. We just need somebody to be the to bridge the gap, so we all can connect all the tribes together. Because that's the thing. I think that's what the spirit of the Lord wants. He wants all the tribes, because we were all one. Think about that. We're all one. But then through differences, cultural language, all that, we all split it and we all just separated. We all went to different areas. We explored this place, that place, colonized this. But now I think it's a time of rehealing, and we have to connect back together as one, you know, to now evolve into the next echelons, you know.
Hey, how
So
you, bro?
Me?
Nah, you're 22.
I'm 35.
Oh, I'm 5 behind you.
wow.
Okay.
Generation. It's a whole generation. So there's no right or wrong for any of us. That's reality, right? What we believe is our reality because we believe it. What we affirm becomes our truth because we affirm it, right? We just have to be willing to stand on what we say we know and then work towards what we believe until we know it.
Yes,
and we
sir.
switch the belief to the knowing. When we stand in the state of knowing, we become unshakable. And then we don't get personally offended when we talk to base thinkers. Why
Right.
get mad when you're now observing the fact that you just caught in the fucking matrix? You caught in a trap that I got free of. Why am I mad at you?
Right.
It is, bro. It's the matrix, bro. It's like, it's hard for them to see that, but it's just like, for us thinkers, like, we analyze it so well that we can see the dips and we can see the idiosyncrasies, we can see the patterns, and we can decode it now. And with us, we're able to now come into congregation and now explain even more in depth of how crazy and how psychopathic
Right.
be, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You on it,
Yeah.
man. Yo, imagine him around fucking our age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this. Listen, the change is already happening.
Yeah.
What we need and want is already happening. It's just that
Yeah, I know what you mean.
timelines are not going to seem like it's gifting us with what we're asking for. But you got to think about what we're even attempting to affect change in and on. This is a long time coming of these social structures being broken down and destroyed. So for anything that's destroyed, there's now room and space for something to be built.
Exactly. Wow. Wow.
So let us continue to destroy the paradigm and let it break. Let those that are in power right now verbally tell us, oh, there is a new world order. Oh, you got, like, they're literally giving us the keys to our power.
They really are, though. They really are. Like, I mean, they are, but it's like, that's a fact. Like, they have to. I mean, even if it's inadvertently, or if it's like something that is maybe they're doing maybe themselves. It's like, these things, we cannot change what's gonna happen in the future, or like right now what's going on. What's gonna happen is gonna happen, and that's the reality that I had to face. You know, it's like, and just going with it. But at the same time, you can analyze it for yourself. You know,
Right.
So
You can't fight the future.
You can't
But
fight
what
it.
you can do is the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Wait, hold up. Let me write that down. Hold up. Now you.
Yep, that's fucking true.
Say it one more time. Repeat that.
The 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Wow.
Pretty much.
No one can prepare for everything. Hence, as individuals, we find what our passions are. We find where our souls align. We find where we're driven and pulled. And then we build ourselves up to become the pyre, the wooden body, the effigy. We light that on fire. And we free ourselves from the shackles of our past self.
Mm.
Yep.
Yep. I hear that. 5 P's. Wow. I'm gonna reiterate that too.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Wow.
And when preparation meets opportunity, sire, greatness is found.
Mm.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, for sure. For sure. Any mantra, any words of affirmation and confirmation that leads you into a stronger mindset of positive creation is what you need to strive and fight for if you want to manifest the greatest version of self in real time. Some individuals are yearning for that and looking for that. They settle. That's fine. It's choice. If you're not willing to settle, then be willing to do the work when others don't and won't. And you will find your greatest version of self. In return, you'll find your tribe. How would you not run across those that are manifesting their greatest version of self in real time?
Exactly.
If we are reflections of each other and you're manifesting in real time the greatest version of you.
Wow.
out of the entire fucking 8 billion people on this damn earth, right?
Sir.
Put it in a percentage wise. The people that, let's say, would align for your tribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
How small of a percentage would you give them?
Wow.
For my tribe.
Or just let's say people that think like us, that's genuine and fucking care about fucking
0.0001%.
Yeah.
Okay, the question would now fucking out of this 0.001%, right? I'm fucking in Florida, right? This earth is massive. Where the fuck I'm gonna find this person at? Oh shit.
So that's where we go. Like I said, this is the dark moment, the dark tunnel. We're in the forest again. You gotta chop down the fucking rubbish, and you gotta be willing to go through the shit yet again. I said it already, yo. And I wish I had whipped cream to put on this motherfucker, but it's a shit pie. So I just tell motherfucker straight up, yo, it's a shit pie, bro. I ain't about to throw no whipped cream on that shit to try to trick you.
Right.
Hey, that's the hard part of it. Damn.
I'm searching.
Yeah. I'm like, for me, like at the point, nobody's gonna know the war it took to gain this peace anyway. And it's just like at the end of the day, like I'm ready. Like I'm a warrior. I'm ready to go for like that battle, to, like, you know, to cut down the trees. All I have to, you know? And it's just like at the end of the day, you gotta face reality, and that's just the reality. That's the facts of life. You have to face reality as it is. You know what I mean? We're men, so it's just like now or never.
Right. You got one life to do it all.
Exactly.
Now or never.
Yeah.
Procrastination, all that shit is the failure you set in motion.
So, wait,
Yo, repeat it one more time.
Huh? Poppy?
No, the procrastination. Something a phrase about
procrastination is the failure you set in motion.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. That's deep. Hold on.
Fucking myself over. Stop that shit.
I used to procrastinate. That's how I know how deep that truth is. And I sat around people that procrastinated, so I saw how much deeper the truth got. And then I read about the people that procrastinate, and I was like, God damn, this is a baseline universal law.
Wow. 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 No, you're right on that, bro. Like, even me being a young man, like, I still struggle with procrastination, you know, because sometimes, like, you're just like this certain mood where you're like I don't even want to do anything. But even though you have that feeling, you can still try to get things done. You can still get up. You can still, like, you know, sometimes I wake up in the morning, but I know the benefits of waking up early at that time, being able to do my thing, you know, get my spiritually aligned, you know what I mean, to see the sunlight, you know, all these things, you know. And then at the end of the day, you still have that little small voice in your head that's like, oh, bro, you don't have to do this, man. You can still, like, you know, and you have to fight that voice. You have to fight that voice every day. Every day. For me, it's every day. That's how I feel.
For everybody, it's every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who David Goggins is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Goggins is the OG of getting shit done. And this nigga said out his own mouth, every day I gotta remind myself to do this shit. I gotta fight the bitch in me. I gotta fight the bitch nigga in me to get this shit done.
Right.
Every day, nigga gotta fight the bitch nigga in him to get shit done. And that's literally one of the toughest, if not the toughest nigga on the fucking planet.
Tough, bro. That nigga is like, bro, like, he said he literally takes souls. Like, he said that's literally my kick.
Dude, he do.
He takes souls.
Yes.
That nigga got the world record for pull-ups. The nigga literally did over 1,000 pull-ups. Yo, the nigga's a monster. The nigga did ultra marathons to the point that he was running with broken feet that he taped up to finish the race. The nigga was pissing blood. What the fuck are we talking about? Mental discipline, dedication, undying willingness to get it done. For who?
Crazy.
For myself. For my fucking self. He ain't do that shit for a bitch. He ain't do that shit for a dog. He ain't do that shit for a nigga. He ain't do that shit for his mom. He ain't do that shit for his cousin. He did that shit for him.
Nigga did it.
He wanted. Okay.
Nigga shit and pissed himself running a race.
Bro, he did. I heard he did like Hell Week like 3 times. Like Hell Week as a Navy SEAL, bro. You know what it means to be a Navy SEAL?
Yes.
Bro.
Yeah, she's a monster in real time. And it was all choice because he did not start out like that. He wasn't beast, man. He was a fat fuck. Bro. He said it himself. He was a fat fuck, self-loathing, hated himself, didn't find value in himself. So again, if this is what we use to just show that it's all on the same continuum, same spectrum. I was talking about it earlier. You know, everything is just the polar opposite. So that means it's on the same spectrum. It's duality. It's the same side. It's the same coin. Yes, so he was the weakest version of self. Nobody would have gave a fuck about him. Nobody knew David Goggins was just another fat fucking nigga just chilling in town, hating himself, being a nigga. Then he became David Goggins, the world's toughest man. The nigga became the world's toughest man by what? By force? By choice. It's duality. So if that exists in all of us, that's the reminder by seeing these people in real life that the choice is ours to make in real time.
Yes. We could be, you could be a low frequency person, or be on your high. It's your choice every day. And it's just like, bro, I've accepted the fact that it's better to live in the high frequency to be in the low. Because when you're in the low, everything that's going on in this world. And for me, I'm trying to reject it. I'm trying to be me. A God body. That's why I know I'm a God power.
Respect. Respect.
Hey, I have a question to ask you. I know you probably know this thought leader too. What's your thoughts on 19 Keys?
19 Keys is a prevalent voice in the community, and he is a much needed. He is a much needed voice in regards to the Nation of Islam, based on the public smearing of the Nation of Islam.
Exactly.
In essence, I would never say the destruction, but the destruction of the state that the nation had reached.
Exactly.
We're in the aftermaths of that. And more than anything, because again, I said earlier, I have no religious affiliation, but I do not have any disdain for any religion, especially when There are those that have used religion in specific moments in time to truly create positive change and enhance the people. Just because we have poisonous demons around us that then come infiltrate and destroy doesn't mean that in essence, the essence isn't still what it is meant to be. So I personally enjoy the shit out of 19 Keys, his rhetoric and his ability to disseminate information and at this moment in time shed light on the Nation of Islam to the point that it is now again a positive option for those that are looking for a religious affiliation. Not everyone wants to just be the wanderer. Some people do consciously want to join something, and they should have a fucking option, but they should have proper leadership. And that is where we were fucking up for quite some time. We did not have true leadership. So now that there is a shift in the times, there's a paradigm shift, our leaders are presenting themselves. What was that?
What's that? Hold on, let me see.
19 keys. That's what came up. 19 keys. The keyboard with 19 keys.
What the fuck is that?
Bro, it's not even that. Bro, 19 keys, bro. It's just like, bro, I feel like, hey, I'm gonna speak this into the word. I'm gonna speak this into the air.
19 keys. Your podcast on the search.
Yeah, you're gonna high level conversations. You're gonna be on. You're gonna be on high level conversations with 19 keys, bro. He's gonna invite you, cause everybody's seeing you from like right now, bro. You're gonna blow up. You're gonna be even bigger than what you are now today. And 19 keys, he's gonna ask you questions, bro. He's gonna ask you, how did you do this? How you did that? How did you lead these people? You're gonna be on the show. That's my testimony to say, bro.
I believe that to be. I'm in a state of knowing. I'm in a state of knowing just based on my trajectory. So I appreciate your observation and I appreciate your affirmation. Truly, I do. I appreciate that.
Bro, you're making a lot of noise. I'll tell you that. You're making a lot of noise.
Agreed.
Keep saying it. If I don't, who will? I feel like when you truly live in your purpose, the world shifts around you in real time because you are finally standing in and living in your purpose. I can say wholeheartedly that when I began to truly stand and live in my purpose, I watched the world around me, my small world, shape and shift in real time. And then we extrapolate. We go from the small world to that world right around it. And then from there to the world right around it. And then when it was time, I now have reached the people. And it's a moment that I take in with stride and I'm truly appreciative of, because again, as I said to you, and I say to you, you want to find your tribe. We're in the motion and process of doing it by building ourselves up as individuals. Sure. Don't let the leader lead you. Let the leader show you how to lead yourself. And if the leader's not showing you how to lead yourself, this is not our time period of snake oil salesmen anymore. All false prophets shall fall.
Shall be exposed. Shall be exposed.
What do you think about fucking what's his name?
Who?
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Wow. Wow. Another top G.
You know what?
Wow.
You know what? I, as a fan of the Matrix and the Matrix theory and simulation theory, and I, as a fan of psychology, adverse psychology, criminal psychology, the laws of attraction, the universal laws, I, as a fan of stoicism and chess, observe Andrew Tate and recognize that that motherfucker might honestly just be Agent Smith.
Bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because some of the things I've been looking at, it's like, bro, is it really added up? Like, how's he operating at? That's the thing. Like, sometimes I ask myself, how do certain people operate at that level that they operate at? And it's like, man, some people just have like a certain way of breaking tricks in and out, in and out. Just, I feel like some people are so good at looping themselves. And what I mean by looping is like you're just able to like do deep work, deep constructive work, creative work, powerful work that just touches people multiple times again and again and again. And that's what I'm trying to just get into my own loop, you know. And it's just like I know that takes time, dedication, detail. I know you're in your loop right now. You're in your power loop, And I'm trying to
Shit, feed off of it, God. That's why we doing the energy exchange as we speak. This is equivalent exchange. It's your motherfucking duty to feed off that shit. That's not vampiric energy. You feeding me equivalent. That's equivalent exchange. Wait. So all right, so Starboy, listen. Agent Smith, a lot of people that watch The Matrix are under the impression that Agent Smith was the quote-unquote bad guy of the movie. Agent Smith was not the bad guy of the movie at all.
Really?
Agent Smith was, no. All right, so look, the programs in The Matrix later on, second and third movie, plus Animatrix, plus the game, because I just dropped my ass. I was in the loop.
Yeah.
I was in the loop. So I really became indoctrinated with the mythos of it.
Really?
And then from case study and psychological study, you can see that Agent Smith, especially when he realized when he took out his earplug, that he was able to be free himself, that he himself was just being used and he yearned for freedom himself. He, in that moment, revealed himself to be equivalent to man. How and why? What was man? Just a conscious being in that point that was being used and siphoned for energy. What were the programs? Conscious beings that were being used to manage the fucking source of the energy. Interconnectivity. None is without the other, law of one. Agent Smith became free. Agent Smith then realized that the Matrix was the enemy. Neo was a part of the Matrix. How and why? The motherfucking architect explained to him, this ain't the first rodeo, kiddo. You been died multiple times. You been back. Your whole legend, your whole history, we gave you. The war you've been fighting for years, we gave you.
Wow.
Agent Smith wasn't the bad guy.
Wow.
Agent Smith was a freed slave.
Bro, that's crazy. That is so crazy.
And realistically, the one was just a representation of source code. That's why Neo had the mythos dispelled and had to tell Morpheus, yo, everything we thought was wrong. I am not the one.
Damn. It's just a source code. Wow. That's crazy. Wow.
And we're all connected to the source code. That's why anyone could have activated the code in them, and anyone could be the one. Everyone's Neo. Part of the system of control is convincing mankind that there's only one. So now we're looking for the external savior.
And then the greed, all that stuff. I want to be the one. Oh, you can't be the one. Who is the real one? When everybody is already has that frequency.
That's why I hate
deception. Wow.
Great way to
well
put it.
Peace, complex. Peace.
What's good, Kid Work? What's good, family? Good to see y'all. I'm solid. I'm out here on the West Coast dealing with some, usual BS, but stuff on my own. I literally, as you said, Kid Work, demons of my own creation and thoughts and stuff. I was having a solid, totally solid day, kind of coming out of this weird turn I've been in. And then I was on this date and I ended up explaining how changing to this new job leads to me losing I said $100,000 a year, and then I did the math and it's actually $150,000 a year. And then my older brother, who basically sent me on this spiral by just saying oh, I never fucked with you, and if you're gonna be friends with my mom and stepdad, then don't ever talk to me and don't ever talk to my family, amongst a bunch of other stuff. So he basically hit the nuclear button that he knew I had that I didn't even know I had. And me just feeling like my brother got off on all this stuff scot-free, it just made me just hella angry. I sat on my couch in this spot for 18 hours. I ended up writing some poetry and feeling a bit better, but I was just it really just knocked me off my center for a bit. And I don't know, I just woke up from a random ass nap once again and saw you were on. So I was like, hey, let me say what's up to the homie.
Oh shit, peace of the God. Damn, man. I mean, you and your hero journey right now, man. You deep in your hero's journey. You truly deep in your hero's journey because you've already went through so much of your pain points, the dark nights of the soul, you know, the physical trauma, the family shit that, you know, quote unquote broke you. Then you realized you was unbreakable. You shaped and shifted yourself. You remolded yourself. But now you're at that stage where you like, not enough. I need more, gotta build more. It's time to re-break and reshape. You don't have as many external trauma sources, so now any of them that are gonna re-expose themselves to you is really, it's cyclical. Remember, everything is cyclical. It's happening again because these are the moments that are not meant to break you, but test you to see, are you going to allow yourself to be, quote unquote, re-broken? Painful moments, but they're not unmanageable ones because you've already dealt with majority of the unmanageable ones.
It fucked up, but it needed to be happen and strengthen your willpower and who you are as an individual to realize no matter if it's your family or any fucking body, their life hurts you. So adjust yourself through your entire life now, I guess, to not take personally what people you already know will fucking fuck you over.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Wow.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that. It's damn, you guys said something that was really right, and then I just like forgot it because I'm a little stoned. But it, you know, in the sense that oh, Kid Workside, can you speak on what the hero's journey is? That's something that you said that I don't know exactly much about, but I would like to learn.
I think there's a textbook version of what the hero's journey is, and before I give you that one, from my understanding what the hero's journey is, it's something that's existed throughout all the time for all individuals on the life course, life path. They have the option and opportunity at some point to enter onto the hero's journey. It starts based on either traumatic event, as a youth, in their teen years and their formative years, something happens that puts us on path or gives us the opportunity, option, and sight of the path. When we enter the path, we now begin the hero's journey. We'll have a desire, a want, and a need to become a better version of self. On that pursuit of, all adversity will magically happen. Year after year, it'll just seem like even though you're doing everything you need to do as the person to become the person you want, everything that could go wrong will go wrong. Murphy's Law is in effect fully at this moment, the hero's journey. If we then see it through, we enter what's called the dark night of the soul, which becomes that next breaking point after we thought we had made it through everything, that final test in that moment for us to become what we consider ourselves to be, quote unquote, the hero. That's the final breaking point that makes us say we're unbreakable once we see it through, and that is when we manifest the hero in real time. The hero's journey, the stages of personal development and or lack thereof.
Got it. Okay. No, I really appreciate that. Bro, it's wild you say that. I've been talking to people. I was like, why does it feel like like, okay, you said it was cyclical, and like I moved to LA in 2016 to like go to law school. Like, oh, I took my year off from college. I was like, okay, now this is what I'm gonna do. You know, my parents were poking me and prodding me to do something, all this stuff. And yo, every year since I've been down here in LA, it's been like someone trying to destroy me, you know, a cousin saying they're trying to do something crazy to me, like some woman that I like, you know, trying to destroy me and get me kicked out of my program, or, oh, I don't pass the bar the first time, or I passed the bar and then they still fire me over Zoom for not being a good fit. You're like so right about this damn journey, and it's made me so frustrated because I'm like, why am I like being put through this and taking all these L's every time I'm trying, you know?
Because they're not L's. They're lessons for you to discern so that you can continue the journey to see it through. For every person that decides they actually know what they want, in real time, the universe is going to do everything in its power to test you so that you can prove to yourself whether you truly want it or not. Because anyone that goes after the impossible to some point, so all those around them become quote unquote delusional. But you're not delusional. At that point, you are fated and destined for the movement because you're in perpetual motion, based on not a belief, but a knowing that exists within.
Wow.
Mm.
But you have to go through
Right.
tribulation.
Test.
That's what makes your life better, and that's how you improve. That's how you upgrade. That's how you evolve. You have to go through these hurdles. It's like it's inevitable.
The pain
Right.
is the catalyst for growth.
No, ooh, right. Like on another, just on another level, like me and Kid talked about this before. Me and my brother don't have a good relationship, right? But like one of the times when I was like 14 and we got into it, I just like, my family sometimes sees visions of things, let's say. And not that any of my family ever explained what this stuff means, but like one time I was reflecting on things after my brother and I got into this big ass fight. And I basically heard a voice that said, great black men don't live until they're 50, right? And that's very specific, right? Like great black men. There's good black men, there's people that are average that live long lives. And not to say that's an overall truth, but you know, the Malcolm X's, the Martin Luther Kings, the Medgar Evers, the Huey P. Newtons, you know, Fred Hampton, Bunchy Carter. We can go on and on, 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 on. The people who have these legacies beyond life don't seem to get to that age of 50. And it's like living my life to be prepared that way has made me feel like, damn, like, is all my life just like suffering until I get to this like end age? Or I just appreciate you giving me another perspective on it. Like all this pain I'm going through isn't just to suffer, but is to get me into being like that hero that I want to be, even if I don't see it yet. And that's very helpful because like, bro, I've been thinking like, how do these people get away with wronging me and like all this? Like, damn, I'm gonna get these women.
I feel that. I really do feel that. Bro.
But
I feel that.
Yeah, it's just tough when it's like you're losing $150K per year and you know it, not anybody else. Like I know that shit. Like it's just like, damn, like I'm trying to not like get lost in my ego and pride in that, but like my whole being of like, oh, how am I gonna get a house? How am I gonna afford
Scarcity mindset.
How am I gonna afford kids and all this?
Don't answer that shit. Don't answer that shit.
True.
Sharice Ritter, I truly appreciate you. Badge Gang, you know the vibes. Any and all supporters always highly appreciated. I truly, truly appreciate you. The scarcity mindset is not only destructive, but it is a barricade, and it will block you from the presence of a blessing that might be, because you are moving and maneuvering in real time in a scarce mindset. If you are rich and abundant in knowledge because you've already put in the work, then you should stay in that state of abundance and gratitude because you have the knowledge and you have the ability to garnish and earn more. You're not based on an hour, you're based on your accomplishment and worth. So you don't need to know what door may open next. You just need to remember there's a door that's gonna open.
And I appreciate the reminder, big bro, because a lot of times it's like, it feels like these doors are there and opening, but it's opening to someone punching me in the face or like
why shouldn't it be?
Teeth.
Why shouldn't it be?
Like, damn, do I keep...
Why shouldn't it be?
Wow.
Don't everybody want to get in that room?
Everybody does want to get in.
Who want to take the kick to the face and then say, fuck you, bitch, try again, headbutt, run through? Who gonna do it? I know I am. I feel like you getting that rage in you to the point that you about to. Remember, any and every leader we've ever had in the past went through hell and back in their personal fucking life.
Wow.
Ain't not a one that didn't.
Wow.
Listen, gang. I gotta go grab my wife from the job, grab the kids. I will be back on in probably like an hour. Go get something to eat real quick. Yo, you know the fucking vibes, bro. Stay your course. You out here changing shit in real time. You've already started the work. At this point, stop letting the distractions take you off your mental path, because where your focus goes, your energy flows.
Okay.
Yo, that is so true with yesterday. And just like what you're saying, bro, on our hero's journey, right? Choose to be that superhero is kind of what you're saying. That's why you keep running through the challenges. It might hurt who you are now, but that future you're trying to get to, choose to be that superhero on your hero's journey is what I got from what you said. So thank you, kid.
I appreciate y'all. I'll be back in a bit.
I'll see you
Yo,
later.
peace, like love. I see y'all on the other side. I love y'all souls. Y'all my reflections. Keep this shit moving.